and welcome back to my channel. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm Bibbidi Bobbidi Brooke. If not, I still am Bibbidi Bobbidi Brooke here on YouTube. Yesterday, I posted on my Instagram a post asking you to ask me questions that I could answer rapid fire. I try to go live on my Instagram every once in a while, and I always have so much fun talking to whoever is in there hanging out. And I had so much fun answering questions. I was telling everyone how much I loved trivia as a kid. I loved playing games in the classroom, and I felt like I was like on the clock. So the challenge I gave was to ask me a question that you think I could answer in a few words or less. I have not looked at any of them. Last I peeked, there was over 400 comments, so I know I will not get through them all, but what I'm going to do is set a 20-minute timer and see how many I can get through and how fast I can get through them. I'm going to try not to answer anything in depth, so if there are like really deep questions, maybe I'll go back and save them for something else, but it was questions that I could answer in a few words or less. Before I start, I want to give you some quick outfit details because I love my outfit right now. My ears, of course, I have a little crystal necklace on, but here is what I'm wearing. I have been dying to get this. So this is the Mickey overall dress from Forever 21. I recently bought a youth size and, oh, there we go, I'm back. It didn't work out so well. It was a little bit too short. So then the adult sizes came back out online and I ordered this. And so I will put the link in the description below if you also want this cute overall dress. My shirt does have Mickey's on it. I've had this for a few years. It's from Kohl's. But anyway, so like I said, I haven't looked at the questions. I'm gonna load up my Instagram. We're gonna set the timer and we're gonna have some fun. All right, so I have it all queued up. I scrolled all the way back to the beginning of the comments. I am not going to say anybody's Instagram name except for the persons who I end on at 20 minutes because I'm going to be sending that person an Everyday Magic mystery pin pack. So I'm just gonna go for it and we're gonna go through as many questions as we can get through. I'm already talking fast because I'm already getting anxious. Okay, are you ready? Echo, set a 20-minute timer.
20 minutes, starting now.
Okay. What is your favorite pin you've designed? I never have favorites of things that I design. I love all the sparkly ones. I think I like the patriotic the best because I like America. I love America. Oh gosh. What's my favorite place to eat in Walt Disney World for what meal of the day and why? Oh my gosh, that's 3 questions in one. My favorite place for breakfast to eat is Tusker House at Animal Kingdom because I love the buffet and I love meeting the safari characters. Favorite ears I've designed, same thing. I love all the ears I've designed. I don't know, I guess patriotic again because I love America, but I love all of the ears I've designed. I always come up with my next one is the new favorite one. My favorite park to visit when it's raining. Oh my gosh, I'm doing bad at this already. My favorite park to visit when it's raining. I'm gonna say Animal Kingdom because I was just there a few weeks ago in the rain all day and I did so many things and there's a lot of indoor shows to do there when it's raining, and the safari is really great because the animals are out. My favorite Disney snack in Disney World is a Mickey shaped pretzel, and in Disneyland is a raspberry macaroon from Jolly Holiday. Favorite background music is the Tomorrowland loop. I love the Tomorrowland music, hands down. My favorite Disney memory, oh my gosh. Ooh, I think it changes all the time. I can't think of my favorite. I think my favorite trip overall, oh gosh, just because I'm trying to think of that. And maybe our honeymoon, I don't know. I have so many fun Disney memories. I'm so sorry. Favorite park is Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. My favorite Disney character is Mickey Mouse. Okay, how did I create my pins? What inspired me? So I have been doing this whole handmade thing for so long, and I have a Disney tattoo which took me forever to decide on, and this is actually inspired, of course, because ears are my thing, but also because my first souvenir I ever remember getting was those plastic ears with a fabric bow, like way back, like 20 some years ago. And so that's why I have this tattoo. But my husband and I were driving to Connecticut for a birthday party and we were talking about the year, talking about BBB, talking about life and jobs, and I was like, I'm gonna make pins. And he was like, what? I was like, I'm gonna make them. They're gonna look like my tattoo, and I'm gonna do all the different designs of different ears that I've done. And so that's how it happened, inspired by my tattoo. What was your first Disney visit ever and where to? My first Disney visit was in 1993 or 4. I was right out of kindergarten. 93 or 4? Yeah. And we went to Walt Disney World with my family, and it was really hot, I remember, because we went in July or August. My favorite Disney bound. Okay, so I am a total Minnie Mouse girl. I love always having like a classic Minnie Mouse day. As you can tell, like this is like, I love Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse style. So Disney bound for sure would have to be Minnie or Mickey. I also loved dressing as Giselle for Mickey's Not So Scary last year. My favorite pair of ears, I don't have one. I like them if they match my outfit. That's why I always like to make new things and try to do new stuff, because then they match more things. What attraction do I miss at Disney World? Not including Wishes. They miss Toontown and Maelstrom. The thing that I miss in Magic Kingdom. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I would say besides Wishes. I can't really think of something that I like really terribly miss. I miss the real redhead. Okay. How many ears do I own? I actually don't own that many. Probably between 20 and 30, because I get a lot of the mess ups. I keep those, but I don't have too many, because usually when I create them, I send them out. And if I really, really want them, I'll make them for myself, but it usually doesn't happen. My favorite ride in Magic Kingdom and in all of Walt Disney World is the People Mover. Food and wine or flower and garden, that is really tough. I love them both for their own reasons. I can't pick one. Maybe flower and garden because it's more colorful, but I love food and wine too, and I love the food more at food and wine than I do at flower and garden, although my favorite drink in the whole Epcot year is La Vie en Rose, which is during flower and garden. Ooh. Okay. My favorite pair of park ears and my favorite indie brand ears. My favorite pair of park ears, I guess, is this one that I got in Disneyland Paris. They're like these really fun Halloween pair of ears. They squeeze my brains out though, so I only wore them for one day. And my favorite pair of my own ears, I've already answered that. I don't know. I mean, these are cute today. We'll pick those. Okay, have I ever stayed in club level in the resorts? If so, what resort? In 2011, we got married. We got upgraded to club level at the Grand Floridian in the main building, and that was the only time that we've ever stayed club level, I believe, and it was fabulous. It was wonderful. It was amazing. It was awesome. Favorite ride in each of the parks? Oh gosh. Okay, People Mover, Soarin', Safari, and Tower of Terror. About how many times do I go to Disney a year? I try to go at least once a month, so at least 12 now. It never used to be that way. I have worked crazy hard to get where I am and to be able to travel so often. Plus we have timeshare with Disney, so we use our points to stay, and we have crazy frequent flyer miles and points. So as often as I can go, and sometimes we find flights for like $25. So if we find the flight, I'm going to Disney World. My favorite resort is Bay Lake Tower, which is next to Contemporary Resort. It's our first home resort with DVC. How do you secure your pins to your backpack? I use locking back. So I used to sell them. I found them on Amazon for way cheaper than what I was getting them for. They are like the little double latch locking backs, and every single one of my pins has them. And some of my pins, I put magnets back to the back of them so they don't spin around, but not all of them magnets. So that's how I secure them. What do I think the first thing Rapunzel said to her parents was? Oh my gosh. Hey guys, I missed you. I'm sorry. How many leaves are on the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse? 50,000. If you were Vanellope, which type of candy would be stuck in your hair? Candy buttons. Favorite location for a drink in Disney? Oh my gosh, I have so many. Top of the World, because I can see the castle. When I meet on characters, I always blank on questions to ask them. What are some questions I ask the characters when I interact with them? Okay, so I always tell them I like what they're wearing. I always say it's nice to see you again. I always ask how like their friends are doing, like if it's Mickey, like how's Minnie. I always ask like what they're doing later today, and I always ask for a kiss if it's Mickey, sometimes Donald. Spectro, Main Street, or Paint the Night. And then Christmas or Boo to You. Okay, so easily Spectro Magic. I cannot pick Christmas, the parade, or Boo to You, but I think I'll say Christmas because I love the snow on Main Street. Favorite season at the parks? Oh gosh, this is also so hard. I love them all, but I'll say Christmas because that's the only one with the dream lights. The longest I've ever waited in line for a ride was this past February. I waited 90 minutes for the safari by myself. So a lot of people have been asking the favorite pair of ears, so I'm just gonna slide on by that. Which race, Princess Marathon Weekend, was the first race you ran, and when was it? My first Run Disney race was the Princess Half Marathon in 2014. So this past year was my 5th anniversary of my first race. If you got to a point in your life where you could buy a vacation home in Orlando, would you? Or do you have a lot more world traveling you'd rather do than just settling on Florida/Disney? So if I could buy a home in Golden Oak in Disneyworld, I would. Right now, it's just, we are happy where we are at home, and eventually I would love to have a vacation home there, but I also do want to travel the world. So lots of feelings about Orlando. Every time I go, I never want to leave, but I'm also happy to have other places to visit and to call home. What ride or attraction have you done the most amount of times? I'd have to say People Mover, because I do not go on a trip without riding that at least once, sometimes multiple times. My favorite mountain to ride is either Space Mountain or Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. My favorite place to take pictures at Disney is in the Magic Kingdom. If you follow either of my accounts, you see that I have a plethora of castle pictures. I probably have on my phone like 15,000 pictures just in the Magic Kingdom. My favorite Winnie the Pooh character is Tigger. And how excited am I for the new movie? Mildly. I know it's coming out, but I'm so bad at following that kind of stuff. I'm sure I'll see it, and I'm sure it'll be adorable. Okay, that was another question about favorite ears. If you could put one Disney scent in a candle, which would it be? Actually, my friend Ashton over at Walter and Rosie Candle Co. has already done this for me. It is the Beach Club scent. It's also very similar to the scent at Bay Lake Tower, and I'm absolutely obsessed. We actually have this like scent machine in our room that uses the same scent as the as Bay Lake Tower because I love it so much. How many times have you gone to Disney in a year throughout your life? So I think in 2016 I was at all the parks because I was in Disneyland a few times, Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney World. I think like 17 times. That was like the most I'd been in a year, but I haven't counted in a year. I have like a little list of how many times I've been total, which I think Disneyland I've been like 12 times, and Disney World like 70, but it just started to go as often as I do like within the past few years. So I think 17 is the answer to that. Okay, what was the name of the original gift shop now known as Mouse Gears? I have no clue. Sorry. My favorite ride at Hollywood Studios and why is Tower of Terror. I love it. I have so much fun on it. Sadly, Tommy doesn't ride with me, but I don't mind being a single rider. It's so much fun. Would I ever consider getting another Disney tattoo? If so, what would it be? Yes, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it'll be. And when I just did my vlogs in my last trip, which I haven't edited yet, and hopefully I will, I took a video of it. It's in the Contemporary, in the big old, what's that called, mural. It's a little tiny bunny, and it looks like it has a workout band on, and I want to get it right here. It's like this little Mary Blair bunny, and that's what I want. My favorite character at Disney is Mickey. How do you know what key items you want to buy on your trips? I always wear there's so much to see at the stores in different parks. I said that you don't shop to the back end. So I'm infiltrated in social media, and I always see what's new. I always know what's coming because I'm always like on the Disney website also. So I usually try to do a little bit of research before, and sadly I'm a really bad impulse buyer, which Tommy will tell you. He does not like it. So if I see something, especially artwork, it's happened before. We didn't buy it at the beginning of our trip and then I missed out. I will buy it. Everything else, like, it just depends. If I don't want to carry it around, I usually wait. And I always check Shop Parks if it's something like that because it can ship to your resort. What character from Disney would you say you are? I would say Ariel because that's who I really want to be, because I really want to be a mermaid and I have the red hair, and yeah, so I would say I'm her. I don't think our personalities match totally. I think I'm like a little bit more like meh. I think I'm a little bit more like Giselle from Enchanted, but Ariel is my girl. My favorite Fab 5 character, Mickey Mouse. Sorry, I'm doing this again. Any tips on way to save when you go to Disney? Would you recommend season passes, DVC? So yes, we have had annual passes for the past 8 years. We have been DVC members for almost 10 years. So both ways to save money, also to save money on merchandise. We also have something called Tables in Wonderland, which is a discount food card that you pay $150 for, I think, if you're annual pass, DVC, or Florida resident, and then you get 20% off food and alcohol at most restaurants. And also, just by researching what I want to buy before and trying to like talk myself out of it, like I shop for apparel at a lot of cheaper places like Target or Forever 21. Oh my gosh, I'm going in depth conversations here. But yeah, all those things. If you could only ride one ride for the rest of your life, what would it be? The People Mover. My favorite place to eat in the Magic Kingdom. Ooh. Starbucks? No, really. I love Casey's. I love Pecos Bill. I don't have a favorite. I love, I'm trying to think of like I love Be Our Guest, like for breakfast, but it's like a lot of money. Okay, my first trip to Disney, we said that I was right after or right before kindergarten. I forget which year now. The rarest character I've ever met in the parks. Ooh, I don't know. I wouldn't say the 7 dwarfs because I met all 7 dwarfs. I know that's not really rare, but for me, I waited in line to meet all 7 of them and I got a really cute picture and it was great. Am I a fan of Oswald the Yucky Rabbit? The Lucky Rabbit? Yes, I am. I love Oswald. Okay, if you could pick only 3 rides, they can be in any park, what would they be? I would say Soarin', the People Mover, and the Safari. What DVC resort have you not stayed at? I think I haven't stayed at Vero Beach or Aulani. I think that we have stayed at every other one though, or at least I have. Favorite month to visit Disney? September. Favorite part about creating BBB? The people. I've met so many amazing people, and I have helped to create magic and memories, and like an extension of me has gone to so many people out there in the world, and that is so amazing to me. Favorite shoes to wear in the parks? Currently, or like for the past year, I've been wearing Tory Burch Miller sandals. They're literally just like regular flip-flops. They are expensive, but they have lasted and lasted and lasted, and they, for me, are very comfortable. My favorite Disney movie, we'll say Little Mermaid, but I have a lot. Who is the one character you don't have the desire to meet, or the wait just isn't worth it? Truly, I don't think like any character is like worth the wait for me. Like, I love Mickey Mouse, but I'll get fast passes, so I would never like, I've done it for parties and I don't think I'll ever do it again. Like, I love characters, but I would rather like people watch or like have some more fun in the parks. Favorite princess is Ariel. Someone said about relating to which princess. I already answered that. Okay, must do attractions, snacking, and sit down meals. Okay, that's way too long for this. Okay, my camera shut off, but I just started it right back up again, so we're going here. Once this ends, it's still done, but anyway. Okay, my favorite quick service is, I don't know. I love Sunshine Seasons at Epcot. One perfect Disney day, I would spend all day in Magic Kingdom. I would get Starbucks. I would sit on the hub grass. I would people watch. I would see the parade, see the fireworks, ride People Mover 100 times, get Galactic Hero on Buzz Lightyear, and I would carry around a balloon that didn't bother me when I went on rides. Pandora, Star Wars Land, or Toy Story Land. I'm going to say Toy Story Land even though I haven't been yet. I love Pandora. I'm not a Star Wars girl. We have considered moving to Orlando since like before we were married, and it's just not right for us, and maybe someday. My favorite non-Disney movie is Dirty Dancing. My second one is Pretty Woman. How long have I loved Disney? I've loved Disney pretty much my whole life, but I always say I fell in love, like head over heels in love with Disney when I was 17 years old. My favorite Disney drink, alcoholic drink would be La Vie en Rose during Flower and Garden Festival. My first trip to Disney, I think I was 6. My favorite restaurant at Disney World, I'm gonna say the Yachtsman at the Yacht Club. Would I want to see the 25th anniversary Castle Cake happen again? Yes, and I saw it and it was amazing and I loved it and I have pictures of it. I have one in my office here. Yes, definitely yes. My Starbucks order is an iced coconut milk latte with 1 pump of vanilla, or hot if it is cold out. My favorite parade was Spectro Magic. I love them all. And then I guess like the Christmas parade would be my favorite one next to that. My favorite brand of running shoes right now, I'm running in New Balance. I always change based on what is working for my feet at the time. I run in Brooks, I run in Asics, and right now I'm running in New Balance. Favorite souvenir I've gotten in Walt Disney World, oh my gosh, my Shelly Mae pillow pet. Suggestions for a first timer, Disneyland to do or check out. Make sure you check out all their great food options. Make sure you try to ride all of the rides that are the same in both parks, and make sure you just walk down Main Street and enjoy every second, because Walt Disney actually himself did that, and that's amazing. My favorite Disney sidekick, the first thing that came to mind is Pascal, because he's so stinking cute. What book am I currently reading? It's called The Passenger. My first job, I worked for an ice cream place inside of a theme park, or not theme park, an amusement park around us. Akershus or Be Our Guest. I'm going to say Akershus just because we love bringing my niece there. I love Be Our Guest. That's like my go-to for me, but experience with my niece, can't get over that. My favorite place I've traveled to, Walt Disney World. If someone could only spend 1 hour in Magic Kingdom, what would be your musts for them? I would tell them to sit in front of the castle and enjoy it. I feel like 1 hour is like not enough to do anything. Maybe pick Pirates or Haunted Mansion and then just like engulf yourself in all the magic. Take a little stroll around. Have you ever met anyone famous? No, I've met a couple of bands, like meet and greets, but on Take Me to Disney World / follows me. His Instagram's a little bit crazy, but he follows me. Favorite ride, I already answered those. Favorite park shoes, I already answered those. Favorite... Okay, so my favorite value, moderate, and deluxe resort, Kate_Smith 410. You are the winner. I'm gonna answer your question. It is favorite value, moderate, and deluxe resort. Favorite value resort, Echo. Off. Woo! Oh my gosh, I don't even think I got through like a quarter of them. Okay, so favorite value, I'm gonna go with Art of Animation now. I really, really love staying there. My favorite moderate resort, I don't know. Maybe Coronado. I had a really nice room the last time I stayed there, but I don't usually stay moderate, because if I was gonna spend like less money, I'll do a value, and our points for DVC are usually deluxe resorts, and my favorite deluxe is Bay Lake Tower. Wow, okay guys, that last question took me a while to answer, so I will reach out to you, Kate_Smith 410. Whew, okay, so I don't even think I got through like a quarter of those questions, but that was so much fun. I got a little bit stressed there, as you probably could tell. I love this kinds of stuff. I love letting you guys learn about me. I love learning about you guys. So thank you so much for asking questions. I will probably try to film another rapid fire answering questions, just because this is so fun. And then I'll do like a part 2 of this, just because I don't want it to be so crazy long. And thank you guys so much for participating. Thank you for following along here and for following along on Instagram. Please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to hang out for some more videos, for some park vlogs that are coming, for some other informational stuff around Disney, subscribe and stay here and hang out with me on YouTube. And if not, I will see all of you guys, and if also, I will see all of you on Instagram. You can follow me. My information is below. I have 2 Instagram accounts. Thank you so much. This was so fun. Have a great rest of your day.